spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Marshall's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big...
There he goes! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Denson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He might want another play. Looking to fire. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now it's... And he takes it in for the score! Touchdown, Herd!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number 1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain move.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean.
turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get up.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Motion from the wideout. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Peace. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. He kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Hands off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Oh,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Running into the open space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Marshall! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Got a man. It's Card. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your 1st drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. No huddle here for the offense. To the air, it's Denson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Card. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air, it's Denson. Got his man quickly. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
Man, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. He'll pull it down. Makes one man miss. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Denson. Here's the pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looking to get it in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Card.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got it in the middle. It's Card. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grab near the marker. It's Peace. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Florida Atlantic, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Marshall quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Looking for a man. It's Denson. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds a little space. There he goes. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense in hurry-up mode.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Goes to the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Herd! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Denson. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Marshall! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed in the middle, it's Collins. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Collins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still...
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Denson. Rushes on him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll get rid of it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Denson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Hoffman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the catch, it's Hoffman. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And a stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Terrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Terrell. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He's got it.
And that's another FAU sack.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks